I invite you again to close your eyes or soften your gaze in order to look within. Sit in a comfortable position and for the moment, put away the lists, the worries, the irritations, the distractions. Picture in front of you a Chanukiah, the Hanukkah menorah with 9 branches. It might have small candles or maybe big tapers. There might be wicks in olive oil. It might even be an electric menorah. Picture it without any lights. When we start with the shamash. So light the shamash, the helper candle. Who are the people that help you in life, who light the way for you? What are the things that help you bring light to others, like the shamash? Using the shamash, light the first light. The most hopeful thing that the Maccabees did was lighting the menorah in the temple in Jerusalem on the first night of their 8-day rededication celebration, knowing that they did not have enough oil for all 8 nights. What brings you hope? Now you have 2 lights that are lit. The light from the Shabbat candles is for us to use to light a room, to light a meal, to read by. The light from Hanukkah candles is holy. We are not to use the light to read or to do anything. What are the sources of holiness in your life? Now there are 3 lights lit. The priests in the Mishkan, the wilderness sanctuary, tended the light every day, the Ner Tamid, the perpetual light, with olive oil. How do you tend your lights of tradition and faith? How do you sustain them daily? Now there are 4 lights lit. And this year, the 4th night of Hanukkah coincides with the winter solstice. We have reached the darkest night of the year. The moon is still waning, and the amount of time when we have the sun is short. This is a poem by the poet Hannah Senish, translated by cantor Jeff Klepper. There are stars up above so far away we only see their light long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. We remember. Who are the people that shine in your darkest night? Who are the people that you remember, perhaps from Hanukkah celebrations in the past? Now you have 5 lights lit. Mattathias, the son of Judah Maccabee, stood up and inspired the Judeans to fight with him against tyranny, against all odds. How are you standing up for what is right and what is important? What is it that you see in the light of the menorah that requires your attention? Now you have 6 lights lit. This year, on the 6th night of Hanukkah, we will gather as community for the Shabbat in Hanukkah. As you continue to think about these candles, consider, how is community a source of light in your life? How are you bringing your light to our community? Now there are 7 lights that have been lit. And this year, on the 7th night of Hanukkah, it will coincide with Rosh Chodesh, the start of a new month. Rosh Chodesh is when the new moon is at, it's the new moon, and it is when the moon is at its smallest. If you think about a starlit night at the new moon, you see the stars and the planets as they travel across the sky. Consider that the Torah is described in the Midrash as black fire on white fire, that both types of fire are needed for us to understand the meaning of the text, the words and the spaces, the light and the dark, that we cannot have one without the other. What are the sources of darkness in your life? The type of darkness that offers meaning, contrast, and the comfort and beauty of a starlit night. And now there are 8 lights lit. Admire your fully lit menorah, a light in every space, the light filling your gaze. As we bring up the house lights, please come back to yourself here in the sanctuary or on Zoom, knowing that you can admire the lights of Hanukkah each of the 8 nights and keep their light within for this coming year.